An archetypal assessment is based on the work of Carolyn Mace and her book Anatomy of the Spirit. We start with the four major archetypes that we all have: the child, the victim, the prostitute, and the saboteur. And from there, we then choose 8 additional archetypes that are chosen by the client, either intuitively or consciously, to then work with. We work in a circular pattern using 12 arenas, 12 life arenas, and we then line them up and see how they all interact with one another, how they work for us as well as against us, because each one of the archetypes has both shadow and light. And so are we looking at the child running the purse strings, the saboteur working for us at work or within relationship, as well as the other 8 non-major archetypes that we're working with. This is a process. It usually takes more than one session. It can be done over the phone, can be done over Skype. It can also be done in the office. It really is an intimate look-see into yourself and what makes you tick, what things are hard for you, what things are easy for you, and knowing what our shadow is makes it a lot easier to be aware and to corral it, if you will, so it's not the one that's running our life, and we're having more of the positive aspects of the archetypal patterns working for us. And so we can look at when we're stressed and what archetypal patterns come to the forefront to be our defenders, as well as in good times, what archetypes are sort of sitting in the background, sort of waiting to be discovered. Do you have a hidden artist? Do you have a hidden philosopher? Do you have a hidden dreamer? So it's a very interesting process. It can be used in multiple different ways, both, say, for a business. A business has archetypal patterns, as well as for the individual, as well as for relationships. And how far the client chooses to take it is really up to them. So it is an interesting process. It's fun. It's a lot of work. But clients seem to enjoy it, and they seem to get a tremendous amount of benefit out of it. And, they'll email me or call me back and say, guess what archetype's working out there today? So it's interesting to hear that clients continue to use this over the years in so many different ways, both in making decisions for work, within relationships, whatever they are doing, and how the information travels with them. And it's not something that you do just one time, because once you become aware and conscious of these patterns, it's so much easier to work with them and so much easier to jump on the shadow sides when they're the ones who are trying to come to the forefront.